Okay, I think we're live and ready to go. Let me just double check on YouTube here. Hello, hello. Oh, Jesus. Okay, I still have a minute. Let's see how I sound. Alright, test 1, 2, 3. Okay, how's this? Okay, I think that's about as good as I'm getting it today. Let's do this. Okay, so when we left off last week, I had just gotten my ass kicked by Artorias several times, and I'm about to repeat that process, because he is a difficult boss. I do have something to do. I'm not going to resort to summoning just yet, but it's probably going to happen. I hate to disappoint, but boy, I am just not equipped for this guy. I think I've got most of the ambient noise in the room tuned out, so that's kind of nice. Unfortunately, that just means you hear me better, and I don't think anyone really wants that. Oops. Oh, boy, it has been a week. Had some nonsense come up at work that I'm really not going to talk about here, but we'll just say it has been stressful, and I'm in a bit of a panic. But, well, come here to relax, right? So let's do that. Let's relax and fight a horrible monster who can kick my ass pretty easily. And we'll do it live with people watching. Well, hopefully people watching. I haven't seen anyone come in yet, but that's fine. We had the one visitor last week, and we had a guy I know from somewhere else, which is all well and good. Okay, power within is an option, but boy, I don't feel equipped to fight this guy with my health down constantly. How you doing? So I kind of wonder if the bleeding effect on my katana makes any difference at all. I don't think it does. Oops. Okay. Good God, man. It's not protecting me. It's kind of the point of the shield. Ah! No! Halfway. Halfway. Not even close to it. Unfortunately. You know, I'm wondering if I should go back for the Eagle Shield. You know, it's one of those things I missed and promptly forgot about, and I could really use that extra stability. I mean, it was bad enough in the Sif fight without it. Still doable, but it's still kind of a pain in the ass. I mean, I did get Sif on the first try, so that's something. Maybe I should tank up and put slightly heavier armor on, too. Oh, I don't know, this guy. Oh, so you can't interrupt me. Oh, dang it. I wonder how many times I've died while trying to drink from my flask. It is a little ridiculous, but that's entirely my fault. Alright, just for grins, I'm going to see if I can summon anybody today. I'm betting I get invaded before actually having anyone show up, but you know, I'll give it a try. So one thing I found out today while setting up the mic and everything is that touching the table the mic is mounted on at all really carries through the stand and so forth. That's kind of a problem because the arrangement I've been looking at was I was going to set up the mic, the board, the PS4, the monitor, and all that on this one table. And for the most part, that's going to be entirely fine. The part where it falls down is if I put my fight stick on the table to play something like Street Fighter or Injustice or whatever, then it really falls apart because every button hit I make is going to echo right through this thing. And it's not really ideal. I'm not going to worry about it too much. And the cord is long enough, I could probably just put it on my lap. Let's send this back upstairs. Ugh. Ooh, I am not seeing any summon signs. That's It's not what I had hoped for. Oh. So there's that guy. See, down here is the path to Calamite. And apart from the fact that I couldn't even fight him right now, not really anyway, I've actually never beaten Calamite. He is the boss of all bosses, as far as I'm concerned. I cannot touch that thing. The thing about dragons in this series is they, instead of just being, you know, hitboxes that breathe fire sometimes, they really do use a lot of the weapons at their disposal. And consequently, they're pretty difficult. It's almost the opposite of fighting a Skyrim dragon. Hate to blow humanity, but I think that's just going to be what happens here. Okay, well, got an extra source of stamina recovery. That'd be nice. Well, sometimes you can knock him out, but that was not one of those times. Holy crap. No, no, no. Damn it! Alright. I'm gonna go try to get that shield. Pardon me. So this morning, well, last night, and then consequently this morning, I found I had an update waiting on the PS4, which I'm never happy to see, because I'm always worried that, like, I'll try updating on a Friday morning, and then by Friday evening, I just won't have a working PlayStation because they fucked the update somehow. And now that didn't happen this time, but, you know, I came home this morning like, hey, I'm going to get that update nonsense out of the way now, so I can just get rolling on Dark Souls 2. So I don't want to have the game delayed by, you know, being short-sighted. Of course, in that entire process, I completely forgot to charge my controller. So I'm currently sitting here with the controller running from PS4 to, or sorry, cable running from PS4 to the controller in my hands. Which, I kind of like that you can just use any USB cable for that. And it also tells me I should invest in a longer one. But the, it is a little silly of me to have done that. Let's get the Hornet Ring for this part. There we go. Oh. There we go. One hit, one kill. So since this, I mean, basically down to Artorias and Manus, and a couple fairly large areas. And then, what was it? Oh, the Painted World. And in theory, you know, if I can just get past Artorias, I can probably wipe the rest of that out. Like maybe this weekend next. I know that's optimistic. But then, after that, it's on to Dark Souls 2. I just bought a copy of Scholar of the First Sin, so that's the upgraded version of the main game with, you know, it's got visual enhancements, I guess, for PS4, you know, probably better textures and all that fun stuff, but also it comes with all 3 DLCs, which is nice. I mean, I had them already, but I was thinking about how long the various extra areas are, and that is going to be a long run. You know, I hadn't really thought about it, but Dark Souls 2 is probably going to be the longest stretch in here. And Dark Souls 3 has 2 DLCs, Ashes of Something and The Ring City. And I know nothing about either, so it's going to be kind of fun to do that blind on stream. But yeah, I've never even touched those ones, so that should be fun. And some things, I guess, have changed in Dark Souls 2. Like, they made it so you don't automatically start with the keys that get you into the expansion areas. Because the way it is on the 360 is if I start a game of Dark Souls 2, it automatically loads my character with several items. Because of the version I pre-ordered, you get a bunch of equipment that's not great, but still good, and marginally better than your starting equipment. And then it also gives you the 3 DLC keys when you start. So it's funny because you'll get past character creation. It's just like, hey, here's a ton of items. Oh, Jesus. That was pretty clumsy on my part. Okay, so this, I think... Yeah, down there's the eagle shield. Okay. The question is, how do I get down to that platform? Let's take this ladder here. Down a little bit. Oh, come on. Just come up here so I can kill you. Oh, look at that. You yeah, some idiots in front slamming the door. That's great. Where's this go? Okay, I'm just kind of mumbling to myself to fill the air here. That's not really great content, I'm sure. So I saw something today that kind of makes me think about how what a YouTube channel really is. And there's this thing, and they talk about how authenticity is your currency. You know, is it really just a guy or gal with a video camera and a microphone? Is it, some big corporate arrangement? Are they making mistakes? And a lot of it is there's a certain accessibility between, user or between creator and viewer that isn't really in television. Because, there's a comment section, which you should never ever read, but there's a comment section, and you can possibly hear back from someone you're watching. Or, in my case, you can tell them that I missed something incredibly obvious. And, boy, God, you are such an asshole. for even trying to make a video series. You know, things like that. Is this it? Oh, thank you, Jesus. There's the shield. Okay, so, new approach. But of course, what's easily pointed out is how hilariously fake a lot of this so-called authenticity is. You know, they'll do... Oh. Oh no. I need 2 more strength. God damn it. Sometimes this game. Okay, so... What does it even cost me to level up right now? So I need about 60,000 seeds. Oh. Maybe? Oh, well, that was most of it. Okay. Guess I'll gain those 2 points. Okay. Okay, so the Eagle Shield, yeah, see over there where it says stability? That's up at 70, and then my Grass Crest Shield, which is useful, is only down at 51. So that's why when, you know, Artorias takes a swing at me and I block it, you often see my shield go flying off in the distance. You know, it's largely just because it does not have the stability to handle that. Now, of course, the Eagle Shield has a 95% physical resistance, just like the Grass Crest. But the big thing is this is a heavy shield. I can't parry with it, but it only weighs 6, well, I'll say pounds, but, you know, 6 arbitrary units. And that is huge. Most of the other shields, like I think Artorias' Great Shield is 38 strength to use and it weighs something like 19 units. So if you're rolling with that, it's because you are a tank. And to be fair, the way it blocks bleeding and poison, 100% physical, all that, it's an impressive shield, but you pretty much have to be built for it. Of course, you've probably noticed that Artorias doesn't fight with a shield, but, you know, there was an accident.
Oh, think of anything. So long.
Okay. You know, the other thing I should probably pick up is the Chloranthy Ring. Because that's another stamina booster. And I am running without my shield. Oh, my Grass Crest, that is. Using a Green Blossom just to get up where I was. Okay, big guy. Wow. That's a heck of an attack. See, that's the huge difference I was talking about there. Because my shield is pretty nice stability, I can just keep going. Even if it takes a big swing. Ow! There it is. Ouch! Of course, if my stamina's really low, so it'll only do so much. Dang it! As it stands, I could make literally no progress today if this keeps up. Alright, let's see what my options are. Let's get some heavier armor in here. Wow, I could just go stone armor. That's pretty ridiculous. Let's get the powder mask. Not quite half, so I am mid-rolling, which isn't good. But, let's try and tank a few blows, see if that helps. Yeah, that is not the kind of roll I want, but I'm just gonna have to deal with that. Also 125 poise, not bad. You know, anyone who watches this, if you can give me a suggestion for a way to keep an eye on my chat while I'm playing, I would really, you know, because the only way to do it right now is I have to load up the streaming page, and while I can pause it, I don't know if it's still streaming data to me or not. Long and short of it is, I just want the chat window. And if I could run it on a tablet and just have that in front of me, you know, showing me what people are saying, that would be a huge help. Okay, Artorias, one more time. Let's do this. That is a heck of a jump. Damn it! Well, I did a lot better that time. Considerably more proper. You know, in other news, water is wet. guys. Yeah, they still hit me. Oh well. One thing about this area and its future self, Darkroot Garden, is they both have these glowing flowers, like that one off in the distance there, that can easily be mistaken for an item pickup. It is very distracting. Okay. God, I'm only half an hour in, my throat's starting to hurt. That's not a good sign. I always dread somebody asking what I do on Friday nights. It's like, well, I play video games for a couple hours and talk to myself the whole time. I mean, I used to do one of those all the time, but, you know, I added an element to it, and now it sounds weird. But it sure beats just kind of killing time until movie night starts. Man, I found a stinker. I really hope everyone wants to see it tonight. Because we watch pretty bad horror films every week. And I found that Amazon has a brain wreck called Maximum Overdrive. This is Stephen King's movie about machines coming to life and trying to kill people. Which, okay, that's not even that bad a premise, but written and directed by Stephen King. He had no directing experience at all. I don't even think he knew how to do it. Also, he was high on cocaine the whole time. And he made some decisions that got people hurt. And that's not really a selling point. But I mean, he seriously seemed to think that there was a lawnmower in some scene, and he insisted that it have its blades in it and be turned on to do something. I forget what, I've never seen it. But this... See, normally, something like that, you wouldn't even turn the thing on. And if you did, you'd have the blades out. And you'd just dub over. You'd just cover it in EDR later on. Or, wait, that's dialogue, but you know what I mean. It's for a Dragon Ball Z guy, calling him Super Saiyan or whatever. No. Stay back. Stay back. Oh. I've soloed him before. I did it as a mage. I think I've done it as a cleric, but I honestly don't remember. I'm sure I've done it. I mean, I've done it as a strength build. I know I can do this, but boy, I just keep whipping it. Okay, come here, you guys. notice I am getting closer to beating him as I progress. So maybe victory's not that far off. So, boy, I'd sure like to see the rest of this area. I wonder. There's just two phantoms here. I wonder if somebody's waiting to summon. Come on, buddy. That's a lot of uploads. Danger zone. Need that. No. I understand they made these things vague for a reason, but come on. Okay. Take 150. Damn it. I misjudged that one completely. Ouch. Oh, come on. Haha! Oh, you had that coming. Oh. Oh, you son of a bitch. I'm so glad you're dead. 50,000 souls, and there's a way out of here, I'm sure. Oh, there it is. Okay, first things first. I'm gonna go visit. So over here, actually, I want to show this out first. So this is a special PvP area. Where you can do a bunch of duels, team deathmatch, I guess, solo deathmatch. What do we have here? Oh, right. There's two different maps you can use in this area, and I've rarely done this because when I played on the 360, it was pretty much unpopulated. Here, it's getting that way. I have played a few matches in there, but okay. Oh, the ghost. Okay, so first things first. This is a pretty key bonfire because it's like the next to the last one in the area. Hopefully I don't get ganked while I'm just trying to kindle this thing. Oh, a sunbro. I'm gonna see if I can summon this guy just for laughs. I mean, probably won't pan out, but you know, they want their sunlight medals. I'll try to help them get them. So these are people, I guess, who are exposed to the dark of the abyss, and you know, I kind of wish the abyss had a warning label, because it certainly seems to be bad news for anyone exposed to it. Something failed, no surprise there. Okay, I think... No, not yet. So here's another shortcut that I'll have to open in a little bit. And there's two more little freaky guys with eyes all over their head. A lot of screaming in the background. That's always a good sign. Oh, I didn't level up. Oh, whoops. Let's push forward for a moment anyway. Okay, so that sorcerer on its own is fine. But... ouch! It's just, did they bring buddies to the fight? Okay, and this stairway should trigger an invasion. Yep. Suck it. So, as long as he didn't blink and miss him, that was the merchant. And he's probably not too happy. And if we look over here, a little hard to see. Oh yeah, there's the chain. Anyway, this is in fact the mimic. And he dropped a carving. So there's 5 of these carvings, and they're kind of referred to as the verbal gestures, because you can make any number of gestures at people, but you can't talk to them. And these don't actually help with talking to people. They have a couple canned phrases as such.
Very good. Very good.
Not terribly useful, kind of amusing. But there's a fair collection of them, and okay, with all these souls, I'm gonna level up real quick, because this could get ugly. Also, I want to go talk to Marvelous Chester, and probably murder an NPC who has cool weapons. There we go. A little more endurance, and that's not going to be too helpful right now. Alright. So first, I still need to head up here. Ah, I don't have a key. Don't worry about it. Okay. Oh. Do I have to teleport somewhere and then come back? Okay, I'll go talk to Chester first. There's an NPC who's supposed to show up there, but I don't see them anywhere.
Oh, you. You have quite some nerve. Or are you just thick? Fine then. What is it that you need?
He actually seems offended that I kicked his ass for invading me.
Did you really slay Knight Artorias? I'd heard the Abyss found him first, but even still, that's absolutely treacherous. Yes, magnificently so. Believe it or not, Ulysses has brought the Abyss upon itself, fooled by that toothy serpent. They upturned the grave of primeval man and incited his ornery wrath. What could they have been thinking? But to you and I, it's all ancient history. You have to ask yourself, does it really matter?
Okay, so he's just gonna be
I'll
a
be
dick now.
seeing you if you survive.
Alright, I am going to try teleporting. Okay. Now, let's see if the NPC shows up. Oh, there they are. Little grave for Artorias. His one later is much bigger. Okay, let's see what she has to say.
You, is that not the soul of the man who fell on this spot? He was a dear friend. I wish to pay proper respect with that soul. Would you be willing to part with it? Yes, of course. I must not be presumptuous. Artorias would not have approved.
So that is Lord's Blade Kieran, one of the Knights of Artorias. We've already met, or sorry, one of the Knights of Gwyn. We met Ornstein in an Orlando, Artorias, here, and the Lord's Blade. And her Hornet Ring is currently in my possession. And, oh, the Hawk Ring hasn't.
What is it? Have you changed? Then you have no...
Okay, so she really wants this soul. I'm going to keep it. I don't remember what you get by giving her the soul, but I do know what you get by killing her.
You humans, always taking what
Ooh.
you please. Then I shall do the same. Oh, you humans.
A little ambush never hurt anybody. Well, except her. So the dark silver and gold tracers are really cool. Oh, and there's her costume. Neat. Okay, so let's look at some toys. Okay, gold tracer has a bleed effect. Currently has A level dex scaling, but that isn't with any upgrades. And then, oops. Wait a minute. Where's the other one? This game has some interesting ideas about how my inventory should be laid out. And I know I should take a moment and change it. Oh, there it is. So this one has S scaling for dex. And, if I remember correctly, yeah, this is the one with poison. So, You can equip both if you're so inclined. I don't think I would, but you can put one in each hand and have your opponent bleed and get poisoned to death. So, you know, always a party. What's the cost? Okay, these need Twinkling Titanite. I should have enough to upgrade both to +5? Okay, let's go get bleeding. It's interesting that it only has 100% critical. Let's see what happens when I actually wield it. Oh my god. Pardon the gripping high quality content as I search my inventory for items. Okay, Gold Tracer +5. Damage is 366. That's actually not bad. Where's Uchi put me? Oh, it's very sort of still up there. 409. Okay, well. Also, huge points for looking cool. I can always respect that. Damage is not great, but this is what happens when you go from +15 to a +5 weapon, I suppose. Oh, a bloated head. You can actually wear that if you're so inclined. I can't imagine why you would want to, unless you really need to look freaky. Okay, so there's kind of a main path to the abyss, and then there's some side areas. Well, I mean, there's always side areas, right? There you go. No more back pain. Boy, these guys are just dropping shards all over the place. Up here? No, I guess not. Oh, oh, oh! Come here, big guy. Bring me my bone. There we go. Boy, you'd think I could manage to dodge at that distance. To be fair, you deserved that. Okay. So this is one of those areas I really like, because they built up this whole town and made it, you know, all decayed and terrible. And as you get farther, it's clear that the place is just sliding into the abyss. It's... I mean, I could gush about the level design for days, and many people on YouTube and basically anywhere where people talk about games probably already has. Oh, here it is. It's moving back this way. Just another way down. Oh, look at that. Stairway. I was actually going to jump off. So that's actually a developer message. Let's take that literally. Hey, look at that. And what do we have here? So the silver pendant is actually pretty neat. Let's see. Oh, seriously? Of course I get fucking invaded. Use it, and it has unlimited uses, but most importantly is it keeps dark magic from hitting you when you fire it off like that. So it can be a very handy tool. Of course, I'm kind of concerned about this invader, wherever the hell he's hiding. This is going to be a room full of jerks. That's a normal chest. Oh, Dark Orb. So that's basically the spell these guys have been throwing around. Dark magic is a little different, and I honestly keep forgetting precisely how it works, but it still scales off intelligence in this game. And, oh, hi. Hey, buddy. How you doing? Ah, whatever. I was not prepared for invasion. I really wasn't. Okay. I got the silver pendant, so... And Dark Orb, you know, for all my spellcasting needs. Yeah! There's anything else useful in those side buildings. I honestly don't, but I think that's where the healing is. Yeah, how about that? Wait a minute. do I keep missing it? Oh, there's that item. Yeah, I should probably find out what that is. That was bait. Well, I've got my soul back. Okay, so this leads nowhere. Seriously? Okay. Is this leading nowhere? Oh, some other carving. That's cool. So, there's a key that opens an area just off of the arena where Artorias was, and there's an important NPC up there, and unfortunately, I can't get to him. And I'm like, half sure the key's in here somewhere. But I also suspect it might be in the later section, just before the Chasm of the Abyss. But I don't remember. Okay, I can't jump down there. If I won't live anyway. Okay, what's all the way down in here? It's just the one thing, right? Chests and then this balcony. God damn it. I went that way and it didn't pan out, and then this way is nothing. I'm a little frustrated. Oh, what's down here? Oh, it's just that balcony again. Damn it. Okay, so I'm really feeling lost here, and I don't want to use a homeward bone because I don't want to climb through all these mobs again. So So I jumped down here. Probably from right up there, so there's gonna be a way back, right? Oh! Boy, the whole, you know, no noise, just hearing your own footsteps in this big empty place. Really kind of drives home how isolated in the middle of nowhere you really are. Okay, well, let's try down here. This is, let there be light again. Maybe guess. Oops. God, I'm just terrible at reading people. Okay. It's looking like new territory. Oh, wow. Yeah, okay. Okay, well, you know what? I'm gonna worry about that NPC and that key later. Later meaning between weeks when I can look up where it is. Well, let's see what's down here. Let's get back to the actual game. So you're just watching me wander around like an idiot. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Oh. Ooh, more rubbish. There's some lovely filth down here. Is there a stairway down? Yes. Okay, I think I know where I'm at. Yeah, there's a million gray dudes. Yeah, a bunch of melee jerks, and then there's gonna be one spellcaster like at the back of the room. Oh, I can't just jump off? Okay. Oops. Did I miss? Serious? There we go. Maybe this isn't terribly exciting, but slow and methodical is how you survive a lot of these things. This ain't exactly a run-and-gun classic, you know? Okay. Oh, there's two Spellcasters. Or no, it's just the one way up there. Well, it's paying a visit. Oh, look at that. I've never found this one before. Okay, this one's safe. Oh, red chunk. Don't need it, but certainly don't mind it. Okay. Oh, that's where I came in. Okay, and this is the way down. Okay. So I think I took a wrong turn for getting to the sorcery, but I found something else anyway. You know, if I just walked around with a sunlight maggot on, I'd be pretty well set for finding things. I mean, I don't know if it's just the two or if there's others in here, but... Okay, that just takes me back here. Oh, shit. Okay, can I just jump down there and... Probably. And that... That's another fucking mimic. You sneaky bastards. That'll learn you. Oh, there's the key I was thinking about. Okay, great. Okay. Feeling like I'm accomplishing things today. Oh, there's a slider beetle. Okay, so there's that sorcerer out of the way. I think there's one more guy down here. Oh, hey, another dark spell that I can't use. Cool. Oh, there's this jerk. Okay. The other side. This place is just fucked. Okay. However, some good news. Here's a shortcut. Go back here. Okay, I still have 16 flasks. I'm actually doing okay. I'm going to skip the bonfire for now. Let's go talk to the giant. So, as I mentioned, we've already met 3 of the 4 Knights of Gwyn. And the 4th one's up here. He is Hawkeye Goth. He's where the Hawk Ring comes from. It was the one assigned to him by Lord Gwyn. And I have that for the occasional really long shots. Although I haven't been utilizing a bow as much as I might be in this one. And there he is, the giant. Hey, buddy.
A visitor, have we? Thou must be the one who freed Artorias. An old friend he was. Thanks to thee, he left this world with honor intact. And here I am, retired and blind. Of little help to thee, I'm afraid.
Sorry, I knocked my mic. Alright.
If thou seeketh to explore this domain, be wary of a black dragon. I fear thee no match for this terrible beast.
I agree, buddy.
There's very little to be said. What good is a dog with no hairs to hunt? But I'm lucky to be alive, I suppose.
So he's pretty much just waiting out his death. Poor guy. Oh, those are cheap homeward bones. Let's get another 10 just for giggles. Titanite, large titanite, and great arrows. Now, if I had a great bow, this would be another thing entirely.
But I'm lucky to be alive, I suppose.
Okay, so if I try fighting Calamite, the dragon, there's a special sequence I can unlock with him, where he'll shoot it down somehow. I'm not really clear on how a blind giant shoots anything down, but we are very much in a fantasy role-playing type world. Oh, what's this here? Just another soul. Okay, on that happy note, I'm going to take 5. Take care of some personal business. I should be back shortly. Let's see my dexterity up. Oh, I don't have enough to level. Honestly, wasn't doing a whole heck of a lot else with those Titanite shards. Alright, so I'm going to hang here, and I will be back shortly. Okay, I'm back. Let's see just how deep into Lucille we can get today. Okay. Sorry, I had my headphones on and I was listening to the live feed of this. Oh. And honestly, I don't know how anyone listens to themselves. I guess this is why you have a producer or a technician of some kind to handle this sort of thing, because honestly, I don't know how you can hear yourself and keep talking. It's very, very distracting. I mean, especially when you have an awful, fat Kermit the Frog voice that I do. Okay. So that to go back up. Now this section is an unpleasant little gauntlet. So yeah, you got some spellcasters up there. Some melee goons on the way. It is very easy to fuck this one up. Yeah, 2 spellcasters. Jerks. So close. Well, horseshoes and acorns, right, kids? Okay, I can probably manage this. Oh, that's not how you do it. Okay, magic defense. Okay, enough mumbling to myself. Sorry. Come here, little guy. I think I've alternated between calling these guys big guy and little guy the whole time. Consistency. So you get the 1, you get these guys waiting in ambush, and then you get 2 spellcasters. Oh, that's much better. Oops. Oh, come on. Much better. Dead, horrible monsters. Okay, this room actually has one of my personal favorite enemies in the game. Because he's not a boss, but he doesn't respawn. And there's nothing like him anywhere else in the game. This is this guy. Looks to be nearly all metal. Difficult to really read. All your ouch, Jesus. Your attacks bounce off him. See that he's going to try and hit you with that pulse sticking out of him. Oh! Yeah, it is very hard to chain attacks on him. And honestly, I'm not even sure what, if anything, he's vulnerable to. I kind of want to try something blunt. Possibly with lightning, I don't know. He moves faster than anything burdened down like that should have any right to do. Oof. Ow. Boy, I don't think I'm going to do any real damage to this guy. Still want to kill him, though. Okay, let's get in here and see what we'll see. Okay. This is the Ulysseal Dungeon Bonfire. This is the last one I really have to worry about. So again, gonna... Whoops. Jesus. Alright. God, what is good against that guy? I really... burn some souls. I'm so glad they let you burst multiple souls at once. That was not a thing for in the original. Hell if I know why. They added it in Dark Souls 2, and that was a huge, huge quality of life improvement. Alright. Do I have like a lightning mace? Did I make one of those? Or am I just imagining things? Just a regular mace. Oh, lightning spear. Let's take that upstairs. Oh, wrong way. I'm like 90% certain lightning is bad for him. It's one way to find out. Oh, no, that is doing even less damage. Sorry, gotta run. Well, Divine Club is magic damage, isn't it? I'll give that a shot. Wow, even less. Cool. Fire? I have a fire falchion. Yeah. Come on, any plus 10 weapon's gotta be good, right? Nope. He's not liking any of that. Where's my Uchi? There it is. Okay, well, that's enough of that silliness. I clearly don't know how to kill that thing. Again, it's another one of those ones where I bet this would be a lot easier if I were a strength build. Well, I'm not. So that's kind of a bummer. So here's the Chasm of the Abyss. It's the last part of the DLC. Oh, hey. Haha. Oh, yeah. Some Titanite I won't use. Yay! Oh, that's a lot of guys. Oh, good. Good. Oh, come on. Okay, so Dark Souls do seem to have a big physical component. Oh, Dark Bead, good. Oh, you know what? The wolf ring is superfluous. I'm gonna get the other one on. Okay, so I'm 90% sure there's a hidden room back here. Apparently I don't remember where it is. So that's great. Okay, yeah, I don't know where it is. Now those probably look familiar. Those are the humanity phantoms. You kill them, they drop humanity, which is fitting. But the working theory is this whole abyss where the darkness comes from. Well, darkness and humanity are one and the same, apparently. Here we are. And there's Elvina. Oh, what's that, lassie? Timmy's falling down a well? So these guys do damage, noticeable damage, just by running into you. So you do want to be careful. Plus, it's kind of hard to judge their distance because I'm not always sure just how large they are. Okay, let me see ya. Is this it? Ha! Seriously? Oh, I'm being invaded? Again? Haven't I done enough of that today? Okay, well. Oh, somebody actually left a helpful hint here. Oh, well, that's a good sign. The upside of fighting all these things is you get a ton of humanity. And I've been burning through it a lot quicker than I've been earning it. So, it's kind of nice. Now if you... Well, we'll get a closer look in a sec. There we go. There's Sip. Sword in his mouth. Some kind of ritual circle thingy. Poor guy. And that great shield used to be the shield of Artorias. So what happened here is Artorias is in the abyss. He knew he was going to die. He didn't want his loyal companion Sif to suffer the same fate. So he left his shield behind, and it protected him. But it's obviously not going to do that forever. This is, of course, why you see Artorias without a shield when you fight him. But and Sif winds up defending his grave, part, so nobody defiles it, but part so that what happened to Artorias doesn't happen to anybody else. Because he was consumed and driven mad by the abyss, and he became that monstrosity we had to fight. So I think by now I've probably recovered most of the humanity I've used in this part of the game, which is nice. Because there's just the 4 bonfires in the DLC. They're all warpable, and they're all important enough to kindle up to 20. And, I mean, honestly, I probably should go through and kindle a few more, if for no reason other than that carries over into your next New Game cycle. So if I do New Game Plus, and I have the bonfire in front of the Asylum Demon's door leveled up, it'll stay that way. It'll be, like, I'll be able to sit down, and before ever seeing the rite of kindling, it'll be 20 swigs off the Estus flask. Okay, well. Oh, Black Flame, the only dark pyromancy. Still alive. Ah, that's good. So yeah, this is the place to farm humanity if you're so inclined. The big plus to doing so is there's a couple covenants that require you to donate humanity to gain levels. One of them is the what's it called? The chaos thing. I can't even think of it now. Boy, somebody wants to invade something fierce. Okay, where am I at? It sure is. At the very least, I can use it because it's pyromancy, and it has no real requirements. As to how good it is, I don't really recall. I know it sees some popularity in PvP. Okay, I am lost again. I apologize to anyone who's yelling at the screen now, going, "What? Why aren't you good at this?" Well, oh. Oh, hey. It's another shortcut. Yeah, 16 humanity. Not bad. Oh, is it this place? Yep, back in the Royal Wood. There's Chester over there. There's the arena. Hey. Good to know. Okay, the question is, where do I go from here? Oh, that's that room. Okay. So I might see Manus today, but I don't think I'll actually beat him. Not after not after how many tries it took on Artorias. Here we go. And under here. And there's the boss door. Oh. Okay, so humanity, and I think... What's this? Oh! Boy, if I ever had a... Oh, seriously, seriously. God, not now. Ah, shit. Damn it. What a dick move. Well, that's what an invader's supposed to do. Okay, well, so this should be a more clear path. Now they don't have the little side quests to do. That's just gonna get me killed. Oh, there's this asshole. Okay, I'm not going to exterminate all the humanity phantoms this time. That would just be silly. I am, however, just going to run through. Over here, it'll leave that sorcerer. I think I can... Yeah, there he is. I think it's him over the ridge here. Might be okay. Ow. Guess not. Okay, now. At least I can't be invaded right now. So that's something going for me, which is nice. Alright, at the very least, let's see. Let's see this. See. Oh, bad touch. Bad touch. Okay, this guy is a friggin' nightmare. Holy crap. He just one hit me. Oh, that sucks. Huh. Well, I mean, I'm glad I brought armor and a shield. Those were clearly very helpful. You know what? I'm gonna take the risk. Hoping I see somebody I can summon when I get there, but I'm not really putting money on that one. Seriously? Yikes. I don't see a single summon sign down here. That is a little disappointing. Now, allegedly, you can choose the big guy to death. And it's so stupid how you do it. Oh, hey. Well, I've profited on humanity, so hey, that's good. There's a spot like way up here where you can shoot over the, yeah, I'm not clear on how this is even supposed to work. But you can shoot in such a manner where you'll dodge the gate and you'll actually manage to hit Manus from outside the boss arena, kind of like you can with a Capra Demon. I don't know how anyone does it. I'm not really thinking I could pull it off today. Yeah, because that's just... Yeah, it seems like it's all solid. Okay, I don't know. It's not like I'm gonna try. Not meaningfully anyway. So not a single summon. Come on, Dark Souls players. Out of curiosity. Let's see if I get something in a minute or two. So the motion controls only let me do that one action. Oh. Is the arena down there? Oh, those are his eyes. Maybe it can be done. See, I'm really curious. I'm doing any damage at all here. No titanite chunks. That's too bad. Whoa! It does work, and it'll take a week to do. Huh. Well, that's good to know. And nobody's summoning me. Alright. Let's get the old redundant wolf ring out. Yeah, look at that. Ow! Quit it. Hey, steps on those sides. You distract me. That's all I need. Oh, wow. I should probably have that silver anyway. Alright, on that happy note, I am calling it a night there. Thanks for watching. I guess that's really directed at anyone in the future who comes in to, you know, watch the archive here, but hey, a view's a view. So, see you next week, same bat time, same bat channel.